Hey, I'm Elon, and welcome to Volume 2 of the Course Podcast.
And it's Pierre Jerome. Pierre Jerome has plenty of space. Just her and Ben. Pierre Jerome, her second of the
Welcome back to the Course Podcast. I'm your host, Milan Pierre-Jerome, and I'm here with George Mason women's basketball player, Sonia Smith. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How's life? How's the season?
Life is good. Just really trying to end the year well, my last year. So the season's going great in all like totality, but some ups and downs, but a lot of ups this year, making history. So I'm enjoying the year.
Yeah, y'all have been winning and winning, and you've been doing your thing. So no, that's good though. Good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
But I just wanted to have you on the course because you're that girl.
I'm honored.
And I just wanted to talk to you, hear your story, hear your journey and everything you've been through to get to this point. So yeah.
Oh yeah. My journey's been up and down. Honestly, you would probably not think from seeing me here, but like before I got to Mason, basically my whole life, confidence-wise, I wasn't the best for basketball. So rocky roads through high school, beginning of college at Sacred Heart. So I'm honestly just glad to be here. George Mason has just, and staff here, my team has just really built my confidence and built the player that I want to be and just reinstill like my childhood dreams. So now I'm trying to play professionally and like I kind of lost sight of that when I was at Sacred Heart and like graduating high school and stuff. I was just focused on what I would do after, which I still am because basketball will end, but like I got my dream of like playing professionally back, inspiration. So it's been good. It's been good.
That's good. So I want to go back to your childhood. I know you're Jamaican and Haitian. I'm Jamaican and Haitian, so you know. So your dad's Jamaican, your mom's Haitian, right? So are you, you feel that Jamaican and Haitian, what food you like better?
Yeah. Haitian.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I agree, but
So I was born in New York, actually. In New York, but I moved when I was 3, so I'm from Maryland.
Oh, so you moved to Maryland when you were 3. Yeah, Where in New York were you born?
Hempstead, so Long Island area.
Okay.
Yeah, so all my family's still out there, basically. I have, like, a set of cousins here, but they were all in New York. My mom moved when she was high school or middle school, I think. My dad in middle school as well, and they moved to New York. And that was just where my family is, so the culture was there. So when we moved here, I didn't get raised in the culture like my brothers, unfortunately. But I mean, they're still Haitian Jamaican, so they brought what they could. They still food. Shout out to them. That food is great.
So wait, were they born in Jamaican Haiti, or their parents were born in Jamaican?
They were born there.
Oh, okay. So you're first generation.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you have 4 brothers?
Yes.
And they all, what do they play sports?
No, they all did play sports. The oldest, all of them did like baseball, football, track, basketball. But the oldest, he went to college just off academics, went to Maryland. Second oldest, he went to Missouri for track. Okay. He didn't graduate from there though, but he stopped. Third oldest, he didn't go to college. And then the one right before me, he went to Pitt all 5 years because COVID. All 5 years. He did football the first 3 and track the whole 5.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was a dual athlete. So.
And you're the only girl?
Yeah.
How was that growing up?
It was rough.
I'm the only girl too, so I felt that. I wasn't the oldest. You're the youngest. So that's different. Yeah. How was that?
It was rough. A lot of horseplay. And my mom has to remind them she's not your 5th brother. But it was fun. It's fun just having. It's not fun for my mom having all those men in the house, and especially because like she put me in like ballet, tap, jazz, everything. And it just didn't stick. It did not stick. So she gave up when I was like, how old was I? Like 8, 9. She's like, I just know you're going to go into sports. You can stop dancing.
We don't need to do this anymore. So was basketball like the first sport and only sport you played? Or
Nah, I started basketball and track at the same time.
Okay.
I was 5. Yeah, when I was 5. And then I stopped running track after my 9th grade year of high school, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
so you did it for a while.
Yeah, I love track, low key.
What'd you run?
So I ran the 800, but then I stopped doing that in high school for like 8th, 9th grade, and then just did 300 hurdles, 100 hurdles, and high jump.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So you like running?
Yeah, I did.
Good. Okay. Not anymore.
If I were to go back now, I joke all the time my team, but I tell them, like, I'm going to go walk onto the track team and just do high jump. But did you do any other sports?
I ran track. Okay, I did the 400, but not that long. It was like 3 years.
Okay.
But I was okay.
400 is a hard event, though.
Yeah, it was just like when I got to that last, that last curve, I was just winded, and that's like everyone just, But yeah, it was just track for me. I wanted to play basketball,
really,
but it just, I don't know, it didn't happen for me. My dad played soccer, so he's like, yeah, you're just, Jamaicans, they're just soccer, football. So. But anyways, so then you went to National Christian Academy for high school. How was that? Or your senior year? Yeah. So what was your high school?
Well, all my brothers graduated from Frederick Douglass Public School, PG County. I went there my 9th grade year. Okay. With all my friends that I grew up with, and my AAU coach, he started coaching at Rock Creek Christian Academy. It was called Clinton Christian, but it started to become Rock Creek like 2016. Okay. I think. So transferred there with him because he went there and had to leave all my friends. But went there for basketball with like some of my AU teammates. We went there and played there my sophomore, junior year. And then I had left to go to National Christian. Okay.
So was there a reason why you went and left to go to National Christian Academy for senior year?
I thought that team would be a better fit for me, honestly. I knew some people on that team. Okay. One of them, this girl Promise, I grew up with, playing basketball with for a while. So transferring, another girl Robin too. Transferring there was just, it was good. It was fun. I went with my friends Ty and Peanut, and it was just a really good experience for my senior year. And
so you had some friends there. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good
for sure.
And you liked it your senior year?
Yeah, okay. I did. I enjoyed that year with all of them.
And I don't know if I'm wrong, but you hit 1,000 points there as well.
Yeah, it's my senior night actually. Yep.
See, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was not. It was so growing up, like the confidence thing I told you, I was always just a point guard, but like pass first. It was like if I was scoring, I wasn't even a shooter really either. If I was scoring, I was driving to the basket. So I needed 37. I was 37 points away from 1,000 points. And I'm just like one side of me is just like, I'm probably not going to get it. Like I will probably do like 25 at best, but 37. And then the other side was like, I gotta get it.
Right. like you're almost there. Might as well. Might as well.
I have to. So I ended up scoring 41 that night. And I was like,
so you went past that.
Yeah, I surprised myself. But that was just one of the breaking moments in like growing up where it's just like, it was like a confidence builder bit by bit. So that was like one of the first ones actually.
And was there ever like a moment, was it in high school, middle school, when you were younger, that you were like, okay, like this is what I want to do. Like I'm good at this. Like this is what I really want to pursue. Was there ever like something that like clicked for you?
I wouldn't say a moment. I would just say throughout the journey. After I transferred from Frederick Douglass to Rock Creek, a factor of me like dropping track was because Rock Creek didn't have a track team, but also on top of that is just the places basketball brings you is just crazy. So Rock Creek was is a private institution. So we would go to Arizona, we went to Canada, it was a lot of places we went for playing basketball, like tournaments, and I just really enjoyed it. And I just know for me to be really good and to know where places basketball could take me, I had to fully commit to basketball. Right. So I was just like, I'm not going to do this track thing anymore. And
you had to put it to the side. So was there like always that confidence? Because I know you're talking about your confidence. So what was the factors that, had your confidence off? Like what was that like?
I would just say I had a role player mentality growing up. That was kind of influenced by coaches, but kept being influenced in my mind as well. Just always being told like you're a true point guard, and what comes with that is just like knowing how to facilitate, knowing how to run a team, which I can still do, but still being a scorer, which I figured out now, so I love. But I was really just focused on like facilitating and running my team, and not really worried about scoring or just finding that side of me of like being a scorer. So yeah, it was just, that was kind of holding me back, whether it was just other people telling me I'm just a true point guard or just me knowing what I'm good at and staying in that box. So
you felt like you were in that. So did you feel like, you know, you had those glimpses of confidence, or it was just like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and we got to move?
I definitely had glimpses, and it's just so crazy because like my teammates' parents would be telling me how good I am or how much more I could do. And of course my family, my brothers, my parents, like of course them. But even other people were just telling me, and I'm just like, these people see something in me that I haven't even brought out yet. So like it coming to fruition now, and now those same adults, those same teammates, just like, we knew you could do this. Like, it just feels good.
It's just, you had to realize like you're the person doing it. So
I've been in my own way.
Yeah. And then after that, when did you commit to Sacred Heart?
I committed after my last AU summer, so like this summer going into my senior year.
Okay.
Committed that August. Okay. I think so. Yeah.
And why'd you choose Sacred Heart?
So at the time, it was my sole offer, but other schools did have heavy interest in me. And in that time area, it was like you were pressured to commit, because if you continue to play your senior year, other girls might commit to school and then you won't have school. So that's not the reason I just went there, though. It's a great campus, great education, especially the major I chose, exercise science. Like, great institution for that. The coaches showed a lot of love. The team was great. So just going on that visit and feeling a vibe with the team, going out with the team and talking to the coaches, and they were fun. Like in light, it just felt good there. So just all of those things put together, that's why I committed. And
you felt like it was right. It was just,
yeah, for sure. Like I didn't want to wait for any other schools. Like they chose me and they recognized my talent from the offer. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bet on y'all.
And was there any like other schools that were like a close second, or you were just like Sacred Heart?
At the time, Stony Brook.
Okay.
But I didn't even go on my official yet. And it was like, I felt like my time was winding down. So I was like, Sacred Heart feels like a good fit.
And then how was that transition from your senior year to college, leaving home? And
honestly, I wasn't even homesick.
Really?
Haitian Jamaican household.
That's true. I can see that. I was ready to go too. I agree. Love my parents. Yes, it was time.
Love them dearly. But I wasn't homesick until my junior year. Okay. Honestly. So it was kind of a relief, but like you're still 18, 19, so you're learning a lot. So some days it was iffy. I would miss them, but the transition, like life-wise, it was pretty cool to finally be on my own and just explore for myself and find myself a little bit basketball-wise. It was very interesting. In high school, it's a lot of different talent you come across, but when you get into Division I college, like you realize, like coaches say all the time, like you go from being a star player on your high school team to going to college, and now
everyone was a star. Yeah.
Now everybody who committed was a star on the team, so it was just higher level of playing. So just had to adapt to all the principles of college basketball, honestly.
And was your confidence there yet, or no? You still played that role player role?
I was trying to find it, honestly. I knew I could be really great in the NEC, so I knew it was still me, just not doing it per se. Like I had the confidence in my mind a little bit, just knowing I was better than a lot of the players in the league, but just still was like, I guess, afraid of making a mistake if I tried to go out the box or anything like that. So it was trying to break out, but it just wasn't there yet.
So was your freshman year, was that COVID?
Yes and no. So like I did my freshman year and then COVID hit before playoffs.
Okay. Yeah. So then you didn't have that freshman season.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. Yeah.
So that's why you have this fifth year. Okay. And how was COVID for you?
That was weird. Sometimes I think like maybe we should have just opted out. Yeah. But it was just a very weird year. A lot of quarantining, a lot of just separation, not being able to practice as much, prepare for games. Like that year, we played, so you know how you kind of play teams in your conference twice? We played like them back to back. Those were our 2 games against them.
Oh, really?
So it was like 2 days in a row. Yeah. It was weird. It was so weird. I think you got to choose if you wanted to play with a mask or not. Of course, you had to sit with one on the sideline, but
and no one was in the stands, so it was
none. So it was very weird. Couldn't get in the gym as much.
Yeah.
So that was a weird year, but statistically, that was a bad year for me. It was like a lot of drop off, but COVID, sophomore slump. I don't know what excuse I have, but that wasn't a great year for me. But it was all right. It built character. It built see how committed I was, where to go. Like because outside courts were torn down. Like sometimes we couldn't get in the gym because we knew we had to quarantine and stay away from each other. So.
But you were still on campus.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go home.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, we were still on campus.
Okay. Oh wow. Yeah, everyone had to go home.
Really?
Yeah, because I went to Maryland, so everyone was. So there was like a period where everyone, like that whole spring.
You transferred?
Yeah, I transferred freshman, sophomore year, and then I came here last year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how was Maryland?
Maryland was good, but I just. It's a big school. It's a very big school, and I'm glad I experienced it. But like we're at Mason, it's not a big school. It's not like student life, but like I think. I'm glad I was able to experience that and come to this because now I'm like older, like I've always been the same. It's just like I've been able to see both spectrums of college,
Yeah.
But Maryland was good. I mean, my freshman year was rough. Senior year, tore my ACL. Freshman year, then had to come in and then. No, it was a year, but I'm happy I'm here now.
Yeah, okay,
so my confidence came back with George Mason. I had none at Maryland, so it was, I haven't always been this confident too. So
yeah, I be seeing you be killing it. I see.
No,
I do see.
No. But okay. So then your sophomore year after that, how was that?
My junior year, that's where my confidence grew a lot, I would say, because it's just like playing in the NEC, me knowing like how good I am and seeing that I didn't get like first, second, or third team, any type of mention, anything. It's just like, it was like not a slap in the face as if I deserved it, but a slap in the face to myself because I know I could attain those like accolades. So after that, I just worked my junior year to try to get those accolades. I ended up getting third team. So that year was still rocky though. Like I wasn't consistent at all. I had a problem with consistency last year and my third year last year at Sacred Heart. So just trying to break through that. But my consistency was up and down, but it got me third team. So that was some growth that I found that year.
Third team's that's not bad.
Yeah, I'm not saying like it's bad. I'm not
like for you to be up and down getting third team. I'm just saying it's not terrible. But no, that's good. And then your junior year before you came to Mason, how was that like what made you want to come here, go in the portal? What was that process?
So it made me want to go in the portal was just me wanting to be in a better conference. Like NEC's kind of low D1, I guess you could say. The A10's like mid D1 and then got your Power 5 schools. But just trying to get more exposure. If I wanted to play past college, I felt like transferring to a higher conference would give me a better chance at that. And I found George Mason, and honestly, I'd rarely heard of George Mason before. Like they saw interest in me. So when they did, I was like, okay, let me go visit. It's very close to home. And then I see they got a new coaching staff. And it was their first year. It was like after their first year that I came on my visit. Okay. And I know before that year they didn't do great. And then that year they did a little better, but it still wasn't great. So I'm like, I had to see what the coach's vision, what she was trying to build. And Coach Blair's an amazing coach with a big vision. And as you can see, like from that year to this year,
improvement for real.
Like in just 3 years. So big shout out to them. That was a big factor. Like transferring as a senior or going into my senior year, I'm not really looking for anything else other than just trying to be set up for like my goals after college. So just them guaranteeing that they could help me do that, like help me become a better player. helped me be on a better team and things of that sort. Like, it was inspiring. And then the girls that were my hosts, Janiyah, Tamia, like, they were great. We talked for a long time. First day I met them,
really?
Like my first day of the visit, talked for till like 2 a.m.
Really?
Yes. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. So it was like kind of a click that whole visit, and I was like, okay. And then she asked me like, did I want to commit? They offered me on the spot, and I was like, yeah.
So right there when you went on the visit,
like,
you knew.
Yeah. So my visit was a weekend. Yeah, weekend, and they took me to DC just to CDC, which I was confused about
because you're from Maryland.
But I was like, they took me to dinner. I'm like, okay. And then on the ride back, we were just talking in the car, and she asked me, and I was like, "Are you pressuring me to come?" Like, no, we joke a lot, but it was really funny actually. She asked me, and I was like, I don't know if a patriot sounds good. And then I went to Sacred Heart with Pioneer. She was like, you think a Pioneer's better?
She has a point. You know, she had a point.
Does. So we laughed about it, and I was just like, yeah, I like it here.
Wow. So it was on spot. So it was just, so you didn't have anything that you were like, okay, like this is a close second. You just knew it was Mason.
I did. So my close seconds were Towson and Pitt.
Okay.
But somebody told me that the Pitt coach was about to leave, which did happen.
Okay.
And then I didn't want to be in for my last year, I didn't want to be in somebody's first year of rebuilding.
Right.
And then Towson, that coach had left. So they were recruiting me, and then she went to Temple.
Okay.
So
okay.
It was kind of like a clear-cut vision of George Mason.
And everything works out. Like God's plan, you know, everything was designed. And
for sure.
How you been doing this season? Everything happens for a reason. So then you committed to Mason and then you played your first season here, your senior year. Yeah. So how was that transition? You know, moving in, were your parents happy?
A little too happy.
Yeah, they're like, because they can drive to every game. They could be right there. So
they can. They made it to a lot of Sacred Heart games, but I know they're very, very happy that I'm so close.
Right.
And I'm glad I'm not at like Maryland or DW or something, because that's a little too close. But yeah, it was great. I feel like last year was a great year for me, confidence wise. Really built that up. It was a kind of altering year. I played point guard my entire life, and last year, just the coaching staff, it being the second year they've been here, they were trying to figure stuff out with the girls they recruited, like what fits best and can get the best production. And that was me. That was them pushing me to the 2 guard,
right?
Which I've never played in my life.
Really?
Yeah, don't have a lot of experience at the 2 guard, and like I told you, like scorer wasn't really like my label ever. So me turning into that, like last year was a transition year for me. So I surprised myself in a lot of ways, just exposing different ways that I could finally score instead of just being in that box of a point guard. So now, like that year, like last year was like a stepping stool for this year. Yeah. And that taught me a lot of things, and I've grown a lot from last year to this year. So,
and you know, this being your second year, like you're a huge leader on the team. I see you. And would you say you've like always been that lead role? Like from, I don't know, we could talk about last year, junior, senior year. Like when did you feel like that really started?
I would say the end of last year, honestly. Okay. I really showed it in playoffs. I kind of started showing it the last like 10 games of the season, 10 games. But yeah, the end of last year, I didn't come here as that leader. Riley, my teammates Riley and Janiyah were the leaders of the team. Like I always, like my whole life, I've led by example. I would say, like people would be like, you see what Sonia's doing, or I'm getting the extra work, I'm doing this, that, and the third. Like I was a prime example of what you should do for people, but like talking wise, like motivation, just being a good leader for a team, like not in that way. But that has grown. Like this year I am that for my team, and then toward the end of last year is where I like grew to step into that role.
Was there ever like a moment where you're like, all right, like you still lead by example, but you're like, all right, I gotta like, you know, like start saying things? Or this year, because it was hard for me, like for my coaches to just get me to talk, and like because there's moments like as a leader, because I'm just, I guess, like I would say I'm like a fun teammate. Like I'm not one to really
dig into my teammates or like in a serious moment, get on them even more.
Right.
But like sometimes that's what leaders have to do. So like now I'm still getting comfortable with that. But at the beginning of the year, like I was not that, and they were like, Sonia, you need to be that for this team. Like people need that, and like I was just the type like if somebody's messing up, like they know they messing up. Why should I get on them even more? But just knowing what comes with being a leader and just stepping into like the coach's shoes for a second, like a captain's really like a coach on the floor, like a coach on the team. So. Just stepping back and realizing like sometimes my teammates do need that kick in the butt or like things of that sort. Like I've grown in that this year.
And you just like when you're on, like I go to your games, so like I'm paying attention. But no, just like you really like know your teammates, like you know what someone wants, you know where Paula wants it, like you know their strengths. So that's just something that I like, I peeped about you, and it's just over time, and it hasn't even been that much time that y'all have been together, and to see that you guys just like play so well with each other is I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's mind-boggling for me too, for real. And this summer we played a lot of pickup. Okay. More than some people would like. Okay. But we played a lot of pickup with each other and mixed up the teams a lot. So I feel like that's where we've grown, because we have some new girls on the team this year, and just bringing some of the old players back, we've learned each other. We learned each other through this summer, and I feel like that's where we grew, just playing pickup, honestly. And then we hang out, so that too. But just knowing our strengths and weaknesses and playing together instead of like being selfish or things of that sort, I feel like is key, just playing with each other. And we all know that. We're all on the same page, which is great. Our coaches did a great job recruiting. We're all literally on the same page, like connected in what we want and connected in our off days. Connected in our own games too. So it's been a great year for us.
And, like, I mean, as far as soccer, like there's not that many like Black women that are head coaches. So to have that like role and, such a significant coach within your college career, like how has that been for you?
It's been inspirational. She's a big motivation. I don't know if it's because she's a Black woman or because she's like, if you ever sat in our locker room, she makes you feel like you could just run through a wall. Like she's a great like motivator. Like aside from just being a coach, like her talking to you as a woman, she just makes you feel like you can do way more, which you can. Like she inspires all of us to just be better. So like even before coaching or anything, she helped me with my confidence. She instills that into us. Like clearly on our off days, she's a coach at the end of the day, so she gets into our butt and tells us like, you're not doing what you need to do. But if you just sit and talk to her, like she's great at inspiring you. She's great at just making sure like you're okay, like everything she covers. So it's been great having her as my coach, and just seeing like she's from my background. Not only is she Black, but she's from PG County. Really? Yeah. Okay. So it's been great having her as a coach.
And going back to you playing, you always look like you're having fun. Like you like regardless, like something happened, you miss a shot, like you're like, all right, like so like what, you're talking about how your confidence wasn't there back then, but like you're just a confident player. You look like you're having fun. Like I want to play with you. Like I want to get on the court and play with you. So like what would you say that is like?
I would just say something that coaches always preach is just have fun, honestly. And me not being, I would say it's my personality, because I'm not a serious person at all. So just me trying to have this angry persona or like serious persona during the game, it puts too much pressure on me. And I realized that. So just me being myself on the court has gave me the best production. No matter it's a close game, like I can still. Not with some, I know my teammates, so like I can't joke around with certain teammates who are in the zone and locked in. But like maybe like Paige who's hurt or somebody who's hurt, like I can turn and still have a little joke with, because like I have to stay relaxed. And I know I get the best production if I'm relaxed and just cool. So yeah, I'll joke around, I'll stay loose, and just I'm producing the way I want to. Like I'm enjoying the game, especially because I have teammates that I love. Like I'm enjoying playing with them. So I feel like that's where the laughs and the joy comes from.
And Mason, you feel like was what made you find that love again for wanting to go to the next level?
Yeah. The coaches inspired me, and then just them like bringing out that confidence. And I realized like I have another level within myself. I was just like, that inspiration of just playing pro from when I was a little girl came back to me, because I'm like, oh, I'm a little better than I thought I was. Like,
no, you are.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's amazing though. But so like, what's next? What after this? I mean, we know, A10. Okay, we'll talk about this season. So what's the goals for the rest of the season?
Big goal I have right now is to get Player of the Year personally.
Okay.
Team, get a ring. Last night was a big game because we want to win, like, be regular season conference champions, but we lost to the number 1 team in the conference. We're still number 2, but if we win out, but now, like, we gotta hope some stuff happens with them. But we tried to win last night to make sure, like, it didn't rely on what happened in the conference. Like, we're in control, but it happened. So if we get regular season champs, we still shooting for that. But at the end of the day, we're looking to get, like, conference champions in the playoffs and get a ring. So that's definitely the goal. But for me, Player of the Year for sure. I'm still having some inconsistencies. Like, last night wasn't a great game for me, but still got a couple games left. And it's other contenders too, but I'm still fighting to get Player of the Year. So we'll see.
And you had highs, like, you got 1,000 points. Did you get how was that when you got 1,000 points?
It was good.
So high school and college, you got 1,000 points. So how was that?
No, it was good. I felt a lot of love from my teammates, which is really special. It was good. Something like when you hit a goal, you just reflect on how hard you worked for it. Right. So, like, in the moment, it was like, hey, 1,000 points. But like, after just basking in it, it was like just reflecting on a journey. It was just...
It was worth it.
Yeah, it was.
And when you go into games, like, is there something you always, like, you have any superstitions? Is there anything you do, like, any song you got to listen to? Like, what is, like, your day?
So now, like, it actually started in the middle of the season. Like, first day I did this was Towson. And I kept it going because I had 20 and 10 that game. Okay. So before that game, my coach actually gave me a book, Relentless. But I will get back to you on the author. But Relentless, and I sat and read it before the game while listening to gospel music. And I had a great game. So now I do that before every game. And it helps me get in the zone. I feel like I have a lot on my mind a lot of the times, and that can just cloud my head before games. But that really, like, clears my mind and just gets me settled and ready to play. And
then you graduated last December. And what'd you graduate? What was your major?
Integrative studies with a concentration in human rights and social justice.
Okay. Smart girl. Smart girl. So what would you want to do with that?
So we got to rewind the story a little bit.
Okay, sorry. See, that's on me. I missed a couple steps. We're going to go back. Sorry.
So at Sacred Heart, I was exercise science. Okay. And what I want to do.
Yes, you did say that. Okay.
Yeah, what I want to do is become a skills trainer.
Okay.
Whether that's just starting off in a gym, just training people and just having clients in the gym. Like, ultimately, like, later in life, I do want to open up my own gym, have my own clientele and all that stuff. But just taking those baby steps to get there. But transferring is a pain in the butt. So when I transferred, if I wanted to stay exercise science, I would have been in the classroom with sophomore.
Because that's kinesiology. That's because I was kinesiology, which is, like, at Maryland. So then when I came here, I lost, like, 20 credits.
And I'm like, what is going on?
So, like, now I'm, like, suffering for credits because now I'm doing sport management. So I couldn't, but I'm glad I switched because that's not really what I want. I wanted to be an athletic trainer. Or not physical therapist. But then I came here and they're like, yeah, you're going to lose, like, 50 credits. So I was like, okay, so we're going to do sport management. So, okay, that makes sense. All right. So then you switch.
So then I was just like, just give me my options of what transfers the most credits, because sophomore as a senior sounds insane.
That's insane.
Like, I wouldn't even be eligible to play, so it's like, that's just not an option.
Yeah, no.
Like, no matter how, I loved exercise science too, so it broke my heart. But she gave me the options, Miss Hunt gave me my options, and human rights and social justice just was something out of all the options that I'm passionate about with being a Black woman. So I got into that, and I've gotten into some really interesting courses. So what I want to do with that is not clear yet. I'm still looking to get a training certificate. So, and I'm currently doing a coaching certificate.
Okay.
So just still staying in the sports world is my goal, but I'm trying to see what I can do with that major because I did enjoy the classes that I took and where it could take me. So
that's good. And then, okay, going back to what we were talking about before, because, so what's next after Mason? What are your goals, aspirations?
So I would love to play professionally. Where, I am not sure yet. I want to weigh my options, but great news. I actually got invited to the Pro Hoops Combine. It's during the Final Four of the women's tournament. So it's going to be, thank you. I think it's like April 1st in Chicago. So there, like, they'll have like WNBA agents, overseas agents, just a lot of people just looking at who's there. So hopefully I do great. So it can give me some options, but
you will. Yeah. I love how you're like, by the way, I got invited to, like,
because that's a big part. That's a big piece of just me figuring out.
No, yeah,
what's about to happen,
but that's a big deal. It is.
It is actually. That's another piece. Like I can show you the video after, but it was very. That was like. I felt like it's out of reach because, this day and age, social media, all the girls who are going to the league, like, you see them and I see them and it's just like, where do I fit? Like, will I make it? Just seeing them. Like, I don't even have a word. Like, A10 knows who Sonia Smith is, but, like, I don't know if my name's been out there enough to even get good, like, overseas contracts or even try to go to WNBA. So, just my coaches reading, like, the email they got of me being invited, like, it gave me like, okay, this is not out of reach. It's not out of grasp, and like it made me cry a little bit. Oh. Yeah.
No, that's amazing. That's amazing. Just being able to, you haven't gone to it yet, but just being able to have that achievement is something that's. And I agree with social media. I had to take because I'm in the same process of I'm gonna say my 5th year, but just there's people my age going to play pro, signing contracts. I'm looking at social media, like I'm comparing myself, and I'm like, all right, I need to take a step back and stop doing that because it's like my path is not going to be the same. And it's like I didn't realize that until December 2023, like last December, because it's just like you're always comparing on social media, and you're doing your thing, and they're probably looking at you like, dang, like Sonia, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, social media. Anyways, but no, that's crazy. Good luck.
Thank you.
You'll do well with that.
Thank you.
And is there anything else you wanna talk about?
What do you plan on doing after?
Well, I mean, I want to play professionally. Okay. Where again, I don't know. It's something that I have to, see my options, weigh out my options, but yeah, just I don't know. I don't know, but I do want to play. I definitely do want to play.
How was playing for Haiti?
It was good. It is good. I mean, I'm injured right now, but just being able to, represent Haiti, everything they've been through, to represent Haiti in a positive light was just, it's more than just playing. Like it's more like just representing your family and like your last name. So it was
my brother's actually trying to, like my brother that went to Pitt.
Okay.
He's trying to cross the or like reach the goal for like having to do long jump for either Haiti or Jamaica.
Really?
Right now. Yeah, I didn't know the term.
Yeah.
But like try to go to the Olympics under one of them for long jump. So we'll see what he does. But yeah, he's trying to represent.
See, I can't even be like go Haiti because like that's kind of bad. Because I'm like Jamaican too. I can't be like tell him to go later, but
hint.
Hey, brother, whatever way works. He's still representing a beautiful place. So have you been to both Haiti and Jamaica?
No, but my mom's trying. Now that I graduated, and she wants to make it like a trip because we didn't celebrate any of my other brothers' graduation, so she wants to make it like a trip for all of us. So we'll see what we can put together because she really wants to show us Haiti. Like she's been wanting that, but all 5 of us have been involved in sports our whole life, so
there's no time.
No time.
There's no time. Does she speak Creole?
Yes.
Wow. Do you understand speaking?
A little bit, but I do not speak. No.
Can you give me some words? So it's like, can you give me like 1 or 2? That's all you got. Okay, that's something. But and then your dad, where in Jamaica is your dad from?
He is from.
It's okay if you don't know.
No, I do.
I'll give you some.
Elizabeth.
Spanish Town, Port
Elizabeth.
Royal. Oh, Elizabeth.
But is that like it's just Elizabeth? I thought
I
it was like 2 words.
I don't know.
But yes, Elizabeth is in
Okay.
it.
Okay. I don't.
Yeah.
I just know where my family's from. Outside of that, I just.
Where are they from?
Spanish Town,
Okay.
Port Royal.
Yeah, he's talking about Spanish Town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then your mom, where in
Port-au-Prince.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. And then you like both, but you like Haitian food better.
Yeah.
Have you had soup jumu?
Yes.
You have.
Yes.
The yes was crazy. Yes.
Yes.
So you have it. You have it every New Year's Day, or like what?
Used to.
Okay.
Used to.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my grandma did pass like 3 years ago.
Okay.
So, mom's she's the only child.
Okay.
So it's been rough on her, but like she's been ill for like the past like couple like 5 years or more. And well, since I've been to college, honestly, 'cause I haven't been back for New Year's. So, but before I went, every year.
For y'all that don't know, soup jumu is a soup that you have on New Year's Day, and it's like on Independence Day where you take it, and it's supposed to just be good for the year. So it's a Haitian tradition. So Sonia likes it because that yes is real firm. But and then what's your favorite Jamaican dish?
I would say I'm typical oxtails, rice
Oxtail?
and peas.
Okay.
I love oxtails.
And beef patties, you like?
Yes.
See, I like curry chicken patties.
Yes.
Okay.
I had it just this year. Like, well,
just this year?
It was in 2023. But yeah, because I always get either beef or spinach.
No, you got that.
I tried.
Listen, there's this place by my house in Florida.
Really?
Whenever you go to Florida, I'll tell you about it. Like,
bet.
it's just because there's so many in Florida. There's like Haitian, Jamaican, Costa Rica. Like, there's everything. So they have like hole in the walls. But I'll tell you about
What
that.
part of Florida are you from?
Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's just everyone's there. But yeah.
Wait, what's wrong? Well, not what's wrong with you. I hate to say it like that, but you said you were hurt.
Yes, my groin. I have like nerve damage. So it happened like a few months ago, but it's just been like I kept training on it, and then I made it worse because it's my groin, so I'm like but then I'm playing soccer, so I'm always kicking the ball.
Yeah.
So that's like the main thing I use to kick the ball. So it just got worse. But it's getting better.
Okay,
I ran today, and it felt good. So
good.
Not amazing, but it felt better.
Good. So when did that happen?
It happened December.
Okay.
So yeah, it was like I hit a long ball, and I just felt something, and I was like, yeah. But I see you got it on. Like, can I get some like, can I get like what your daily fit looks like? Can I get like your favorite?
Honestly, it's always right now because I hope I'm not wearing a hoodie in the summer, but it's always a hoodie, some joggers or sweats, and like foam runners, just something chill. Unless I'm like I pop out when I'm going out.
Okay,
but like
so this is slight.
Yeah, day to day. This is usually
this is a nice day to day. A lot of people don't have day to days like this. No, but that's good. I appreciate you being on the episode. It was fun.
I appreciate you for having me.
Of course, had to have you on it. You've been great, and I hope you had a good time.
I did.
Good. So that's it for today. Make sure y'all tune into the next episode. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow Sonia on her socials. And yeah, we'll see y'all later. Bye.